Hey there, are you sick and tired of all the conflicting information there is out there about health and fitness? One day it's don't eat any carbs at all, and the next day it's like eat as many as you want. It can be so confusing. And if you're like me and you were jumping from one diet to the next and nothing seemed to be working, I totally get it. It can be so frustrating. If you want to hear I went from a life of disordered eating to finally having food freedom, then stay tuned. And hey guys, if you don't know me, my name's Christina Walsh, and I love helping women to build stronger minds and stronger bodies without food restrictions, spending hours in the gym, or giving up your favorite food groups. So first, yes, I am in my car, and that's because I'm managing my time. I'm waiting to pick up my daughter, and I knew I had these at least 5 minutes that I could get this video in, so I planned to do it in the car, and I figured done is better than perfect, and I know if I didn't do it now, the rest of my day is going to be busy, so learning to manage your time is one of the best things you can do, but that's a video for another day. A little bit about myself. I, followed all those like eat clean and healthy, all the time, and, never have any treats and eat low carb and all that kind of stuff, thinking that it was going to get me to this like perfect body that I wanted, and I was going to feel and look amazing, working out and doing cardio, every single day. That's what I thought I had to do to be healthy and have the body that I wanted. And, I did all those things, and all it did was end up giving me disordered eating and a disordered body image. And you start telling yourself you can't eat any treats, and you can only eat like, fruits and vegetables and barely any carbs. It really messes with your mind, and your mind wants to protect you. So as soon as you start telling your mind, you can't have something, but you really want it, it sees that as like you're in pain. And then it tells you to have it even more because it wants you to have that thing. It doesn't want you to be in pain. So, for me, it was like always trying to eat clean and healthy, and I would do really good. And then it got to a point where like I couldn't resist those temptations. So I'd find myself like binging at night and, undoing all the progress that I had made. I wasn't getting to any of my goals. I didn't feel amazing. I didn't have energy. I didn't have the body I wanted. I could go on and on forever, but it just came to a certain point where enough was enough, and I knew I had to make a shift. So the big shift for me, though, was first of all changing my mindset. So I really had to change all my beliefs that I had around food and workouts and, everything like that, and really just kind of block out all the noise. And I really took an approach of focusing on more of an intuitive eating approach and really eating foods that made my body feel good, that were satisfying, and yes, and healthy. We shouldn't be eating French fries and ice cream all the time because that's not healthy. But when we put that limitation on ourselves, it makes us want it more. So I started looking at food in abundance. I didn't put any limitations on food. I gave myself permission to eat all the foods that I wanted, and that didn't make it so that I ate them all the time. It made it so that like I knew I had permission, so that if I didn't have it one day, it wasn't a big deal. I could have it the next day. And again, it didn't happen overnight. It took a while to be able to get to this point, but now, I eat clean and healthy 80% of the time because that feels good for my body. I know the foods that make me feel good, that agree with my body, that satisfy me. And then I save the other like 20% for, Friday nights when my family and I want to have like a dessert, or if we want to go out for dinner and I want to get something, or if it's just a Tuesday afternoon and I feel like eating a cookie, whatever it may be. Most of the time, like I'm just doing what feels good for my body and satisfying, and not like eliminating carbs, because I've done that. That doesn't work. Carbs are our number one energy source. So when you start eliminating carbs, it causes all these extra problems. There's such a myth about carbs making you fat. An excess of anything is what is making you hold on to weight. And actually, we need carbs to function. So I know that I have a video on that somewhere, so make sure you check that out. But really, the three things are changing your mindset around, food, and making like no limitations, eating from a place that's healthy for your body and makes your body feel good. And then, the second piece is like the workout. You don't need to kill yourself. You don't need to do hours of cardio. I do lift weights like 3 to 4 times a week, and I walk a lot more now, and you know, I like Zumba, so sometimes I do that, but I'm not working out every single day for like hours killing myself like I was. The thing is the nutrition piece, focusing on the foods that are healthy for you, and you know, eating healthy because you love yourself and you love your body and you want to be around for a long time, not because you're punishing it or because you think like foods are bad. So, you know, that was really the shift for me. And I just kind of block out all the noise around me now, focus on what is working for me. You know, through my journey, I've kind of made it my mission to help other women to do the same thing, because I know like all the struggles that I went through, and I don't want them to do the same thing. So, you know, if you can relate to this and you're looking for a way to get started, reach out and we can talk and see if something I do might be helpful for you. If not, at least I can give you some guidelines. For it is, you know, start with those 3 things: changing your mindset, the way you work out, and your nutrition, and you'll begin to feel amazing. So hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Have an awesome day.